What's up, everybody? So y'all are going to get ready with me while I do my hair. So I got this new Native American braid style that I want to do that I thought was pretty cool. So it's going to take me a while, so I'm going to have to talk through this one because I don't know how to edit my videos like everyone else does. So, and I'm not as quick because my hands and my arms are broken. So, my hands cramp up and my arms hurt. So, I can't do too much, but I can do a little bit. So, I'm doing one of my Indian braids and getting my hair ready for Christmas. I'm about to put a massive amount of hair product to last 5 days on my hair. Before I did this, I did a virgin olive oil hair treatment. So that way the hair treatment would nourish my hair and soften my hair, because I had styled my hair before then, and a lot of my styles I put so much hair product on that my hairstyles last me 5 days. So my hairstyles usually last me a good bit, 5 days, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I put a massive amount of hair product on my hair. And I'll show you what I use versus what y'all use. I don't know what y'all use. Okay, so about to show you how I do this. So these are tiny native braids, tribal braids. You see Tip and, other people wearing. So they're just small tribal braids. But I brought mine to the front of my hair. And I brought mine to the front of my hair and pulled it forward. And now I'm putting it into a braid, and tribal braid. I put 2 rubber bands in, one at the top and one at the bottom, to keep the tribal braids in for 5 days without the hair splitting or whatever. Oh my God. And my cousin Jaden, he's mixed and he keeps his hair braided. So you kind of get the hair, that comes up and splits on the braids. Even white people's hair does that. If you wear braids, you have to grease your hair and put product on it daily to keep your hair from having kinks and stuff in it. So what I do is, I don't know how my cousin Jaden does his, or who does my cousin Jaden's hair. I don't know if my cousin Michelle does Jaden's hair or not. But I pull mine forward, and then we're going to do the braid. Take my Aussie. I use Oxy-Freeze Instant Sculpting. I love Aussie. It's actually a name brand product over in Australia. But a lot of people don't know that about Aussie, that it's actually a really high-end product over in Australia. A lot of people in Australia use Aussie a lot. So, put my braids on it, and then I parted my hair like this or so. So then we're going to go take this, go one over, Okay, put it behind my ear. Take this, one over, put it behind my ear. And then take this one and go over here. And then there's going to be a bit of hair back here. You'll see what it looks like when I'm done. There's like a teeny bit of hair underneath. I said a teeny bit. I didn't say a lot now. A teeny bit of hair underneath that I will take another rubber band, and I will take that little bit of hair with the braids that I pulled over to this side, and I'll do a small tight braid like that. And then I'm going to take the braids from this side and put them behind my ear. And then I'm going to grab wow. If I can get this, I'm going to grab just a small little lock of hair that's underneath my hair. And I said a small lock, damn it. And then twist that. And then get it and tighten it. And then bring this all the way up here. And then tighten it. And then come across. And hold on a second. Okay. Now I've got to switch out my hair dryer with my curling iron. And this is where the massive amount of hair product comes in at. So my hair tutorial is a little bit more in depth because, is a little bit more in depth just because I'm doing too much. Okay, now I had to go get my gold thingy, my gold things for my braids for Christmas because I'm trying to get off festive for Christmas. And I have a massive amount of hair. Gotta pull out of this. So anyways, I went and got my like little clips. Right? So once again, I'm gonna take some hair gel. And as you can see, my hair and my clips are a little hanging down because of that. I'm about to show you what to do with it. So, okay. This right here goes out to my favorite African woman on Beverly Hills Housewives. This is for you, boo-boo. This is for you. Only for you will I do this for. And that's because I think you're spectacular. There's this woman on Beverly Hills Housewives who is African American, but I just, like, I say that like it's a bad thing. I mean, she's African American, and she wears tribal jewelry in her hair, a lot of it, and it's so pretty. So, so pretty. And she is my favorite millionaire housewife. And she's on Beverly Hills Housewives. And she's African, but she's not racist. She's fair. And she's always doing the most with her hair, and it's so pretty. She's always doing the most with her hair. And she's not a racist, which is nice because it's hard to find even black people these days that aren't racist. True enough. You think that we were more evolved sometimes than what we are, but we're not. Let's see. Okay, so I'm doing the pearl. Now I gotta go with the little ones. I got 2 big ones on each side. Now I gotta go with the smaller clamps. And I gotta clamp it like right here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this clamp and I'm going to clamp it right here. But if you ever watch Beverly Hills Housewives, which I'm completely addicted to, my favorite African lady on there, I forgot what her name is, but she looks like an African queen, and she is so beautiful. And she has the prettiest outfits in the world. And I like the women on there because they're not too catty. And they don't go like running their mouths and, disrespecting each other like to the fullest, like beyond all respect and like whatever. Like they're just like not that catty at all, which is refreshing. Because if you watch Black Ink Crew and some of the other housewives and them, they can be very, very vindictive and catty and backstabbing. Some of them, not all of them. So it's nice to watch ladies. And besides, ladies get a bad rap anyways for us always hating each other. Hating each other. So, which is really kind of funny because, we're all supposed to be competing for our husbands, which unless you're single, you don't have to compete for a husband. But anyways, so unless you're, let me slide that down. You won't be competing for a husband, but it's so cool. But I love watching them because they actually are a friend to women. And it's refreshing as hell to watch because a lot of women are like catty. They don't believe in sisterhood. Like they're just like out for themselves. And I'm sorry, but nobody's self-made and nobody gets there by themselves. It just doesn't happen like that. Nobody is self-made and nobody gets there on their own. You just don't. Everybody gets help from someone. Radio stations, politicians, publicists, whoever it is that you need to get you to where you need to go. Whether they're paid or not paid, nobody gets there alone. Okay, so now I have my braids crossed and I clipped them on each side and put a shit ton of hair gel in them to make them last for like ever. So I got hair gel on them. So then now I have like this little pearl. And if anybody knows me, I don't do diamonds. I do pearls. I do not do, and everybody's like, Heather, why don't you do diamonds? Diamonds are pretty, but ever since I watched that movie Blood Diamond, and I seen how many African people and men die, die just to get diamonds, to have a commodity to bring and barter and trade with the United States, and to watch the genocide and stuff that went on in Africa and Nigeria just for diamonds. I can't stand diamonds. After watching that movie, there's a couple of movies that really changed my life, and that is Pay It Forward. It changed my life, and Blood Diamond. So I'm not a diamond's best friend kind of a girl. I'm a breakfast at Tiffany's with pearls. I love pearls. Pearls come from an oyster in the ocean, and nobody has to die for a pearl other than a clam. But I like to eat clams too. So it gets used both ways. I get a pretty pearl, and I get to eat fried clams. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. But anyway, so I am a pearls is a girl's best friend type of girl. So anyway, so now I gotta clench this. Now I've got to install this. I have to install this because it is so precise. Okay, so I have to widen it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have to widen it to clamp these braids right here. And to, oh shit, my hand, my hand's broken and it freezes like this. Fuck. He took a rock and he broke my fucking hands or something, and my hands aren't acting right. Look, my finger's stuck that way. Like, I literally can't straighten it. Okay, it's releasing. Okay, there, it's releasing. My hands have been doing that. They get stuck, and then like my hand gets frozen and my fingers freeze ever since they took a rock and they broke my hands. Like, they don't work the same. I don't know. But anyway, so there's my little pearl, see? It's just cute and simple hair jewelry. Just like Indian women or African women, or if you're indigenous, tribal women, Native American. I'm 75% Cherokee Indian. So I'm indigenous, and we do indigenous. There it goes. It's cramping up again. Damn it. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Oh, please stop cramping up and release. Ow. Ow. Oh. Ow. Ow. I feel like bathing with Tourette's. Freaking shit hurts. Anyways, so you're gonna do a lot of hairspray. A lot of hairspray. Oh, I think I need another pearl. Let me see if I got another one. Yes, okay, I got one more for the holiday. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and clench it in. Rick Ross will never be your son-in-law, Mom. I just had to put that out in the world. I can't listen to that man's music no more, I swear to God. Everybody kept accusing me of false claiming him. I'm like, I'm not false claiming him. I don't want to hear his name. I don't want to see his face. Like, that man has ruined my life. Like, I'm so not false claiming this dude. Like, I don't even know him. I don't even know this dude. And what I hear about his reputation kind of scares the shit out of me. Oh, my hand again. That's my hand again. Oh. Shit. Okay. Okay, so I needed 2 of them because they wouldn't stay put. So my hand's really hurting. This is why I can't do my own hair. This is why I had to stop doing my own hair. And why I had to start looking for the perfect stylist. Because it's getting harder and harder to even do my own hair. They think they're so tough, but they're going to jail. And they don't even care. They're going to spend the rest of their life in prison. And they don't even care for 5 minutes of fame. Stupid ass. Anyways, okay, so now I got to run one down the middle. So you're going to take one and you're going to run it... well, maybe I'm not going to run it down the middle because that's not coming out great. Okay, we're going to stay right here. We're going to run it to the side this way. Okay, and then flip my little pearls back. Gotta smooth down some edges real quick. Okay, so I've smoothed down my edges now. I ain't got to worry about clipping these little thingies on. Now I know how bad it hurts. I don't think I'm going to be doing that very much anymore. Okay, so now, I know, right? So now that that's out of the way, I wanted to talk to y'all and give y'all an update on the baby mama, the new baby mama drama, or like whatever, you know, the new kid. So apparently, from what my son has told me is, and I'm just doing this because I have no friends and I need someone to talk to. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy with this shit. And I don't know what to do because Bobby and them ran all my friends off. And none of my friends wanted to be friends with them anymore. So I'm just stuck here, like, just trying to figure my life out. So, anyways, so this is all the trauma this man has left me with. So, oh, I can't move my hand. So, anyways, I talked to Jacob and my oldest son, and I text my son Jacob, and I was like, so what's the deal with the new kid, your new sister? And so Jacob texts back and told me that apparently this girl had been dating my husband right before he got with me, who I think is the girl that he left to come be with me. Because in the beginning, there was a girl that he was in a relationship with that he wasn't happy with, which is the reason why Jeremy introduced him to me. So he had to get out of that relationship before he could meet me, which at least I can respect that he would leave the relationship before he came to meet me. So, apparently him and her were in a short-term relationship. The woman left and moved away and was pregnant at the time with the kid's name, or the kid's, she was pregnant with the kid when she moved away and didn't know it. So she ended up finding out that she was pregnant. Apparently the mother was on drugs and stuff, and the grandparents raised the daughter. And somehow, eventually, her natural birth mother died, which is really sad. And it really fucks me up because, like, I'm like, you know, like, I can't be mad at the kid because she's just a kid. Like, it's not like she asked to come into this world. It's not, and then it's something that happened apparently maybe like before me. So how am I going to be mad about something that happened before me? I can't be mad that you had sex with this woman before you met me. Or, you know, you were dating her and then you left her to be with me because you were in a not so hot and heavy relationship, you know, with the mother. Like, you know, so y'all weren't perfect together, but doesn't make the mother a bad person either. I don't know her. I never got to meet her. So I'm not going to sit here and bash another woman that I don't know. And especially the fact that this apparently happened right before me and my husband got together, which is why they're so close together. My son, I guess, and this little girl, because the girl's 24. The girl's 24 and my son's 23. So, if the girl's 24 and my son's 23, and my son doesn't turn 24 until, my son doesn't turn 24 until October, you know, of next year. then I can't, and the girl's already, like born. Now, I haven't seen her date of birth, so I don't know if I'm being lied to. But this is what my oldest son has told me. So I do know that, he fathered a child, didn't know it, apparently, and didn't have the balls enough to even contact me when he found out to let me know. Granted, we are separated and we're getting a divorce, but don't you think you should tell your wife that you haven't divorced yet, that, hey, listen, this kid just came out of nowhere, and I think you need to know about it since we're about to get a divorce and, all of this stuff, so you don't think that I cheated on you? Like, he didn't even come to me, like, as a man. Like, he just didn't say anything. And who cares if it is that he didn't know what to say? He still didn't say anything. And I was just like, wow. So, the girl apparently was raised by the grandparents, and the mother passed away. And she went on Ancestry.com looking for her father, and it told her she was related to one of Bobby's relatives. And then they're saying that it's his kid. And whatnot. And so I'm like, wow. So this is like 2 kids that have just like came out of nowhere and blindsided me. This is kid number 2. Kind of crazy. Don't really know what to feel about it. But I feel bad for the girl. Like, it's not the little girl's fault. And then she had to grow up without a mother. And then, she never knew who her father was, which is true for me. True like me. Like, my mom and my dad were together, and my dad is Native. That's where I get my Cherokee from. My mom's Welsh, but my dad is Native, Cherokee Indian. And so, which is why I'm connected to Cherokee at O'Hara's, because my dad and my grandfather, who live in Ellijay, which is not that far from Cherokee or whatever, my grandmother and them. So my dad was a real bad dude and was bad to my mom. So my uncles are military. So my uncles did what they were supposed to do, and they ran him off, and they helped my mom raise me. So when I was 20 something, or whatever, like when I was 20 something, like after I had Jacob, my first son, I wanted to find my real dad, because I wanted my kids to have a grandfather. So, when my firstborn son was born, I contacted my real dad. I found my real dad, some of my family members did, and I contacted him, and I've got 3 or 4 younger sisters. And so his thing was that he gave me up so I could have a better life. And that's why he wasn't in my life. And he also said if he had known 20 years ago which he did know, but he just didn't want to say that. He just wanted to save face. But all these years, like, I grew up wondering, like, if I had a dad in the picture, would a lot of bad things that had happened to me have had happened to me if I had had a father figure or a father in my life? And, would I have been sheltered and protected from a lot of bad stuff that happened to me when I was younger that maybe wouldn't have happened to me if I had had, a dad that gave a shit about me growing up? And I often wondered that. So when I found my father, I was about the same age as, a little bit younger than my husband's daughter, our alleged daughter, till we see a DNA test. But, so, alleged daughter. So I was like, okay, so, I was a little bit younger than her when I found my real father. My sisters were very welcoming of me. My siblings and my sisters and them were very welcoming of me. But my dad said he had to let me go. But the reason why he did it was so I could have a better life. Not so anything for him, but it was so I could have a better life, because he couldn't give me the life that he knew that I deserved. He couldn't provide that because of who he was as a man. And so he let my mom raise me. And so that was kind of like a little bit of closure for me. Like when I found my dad. And then, like, I never heard from him again after that. Like, that was the only time I had ever heard from my real dad. And the last time I ever spoke to my sisters and my dad again. Supposedly. Oh, shit. Damn, my hair. So, anyways. I was like, wow. I was like, it was just, like, a lot to take in. Because, like, I see things. I mean, me and my husband have been separated for 6 years, and it was with some woman that came before me, so I can't be mad about it. And then I feel bad for the girl, And I'm just like, it's so sad that she had to grow up without a mom and a dad. And at least I had my mom, but she didn't have a mom or a dad. And to me, that is just, like, so sad. And I can't be mad at her about it. And then I'm kind of mad at him because I can't be mad about it. But I'm like, that's the one thing I can't be mad at him about. And so, like, it's just, like, crazy. It's just, like, crazy. That, like, oh shit, what the hell happened? Oh crap, it fell out. So it was just, like, crazy to me, or whatever, that I would have to blame the kid in any way, shape, or form, because it's not the child's fault. And, apparently it happened before me. Now, if I find out it happened while we were together and I matched the dates up, that's something completely different now. But as of now, my other hand's doing it. What is it about these clips that make my broken hands freeze up and hurt? Oh. Look. My finger is stuck. Like, I can't even. Alright, no, there it goes. Okay. That's just not supposed to happen. That's not okay. That's just not supposed to happen. So, anyway, I just feel bad for her. Like, at least my kids had a parent or some parents, even if it's not a perfect parent. At least they had one, you know? And I was there to defend and protect them when they needed me to, when they told me that they needed me to. I did. Within my legal rights, that is. Within my legal rights to do so. But, it's really sad that she had to grow up alone. And I could just imagine what that must have felt like for a kid, being scared and being in this world all alone with like no family, no loved ones, no one to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgivings with, no one who wants to come and, oh please, nobody who wants to come and visit you and see you. Like, that must be very, very, very lonely, you know? But my husband's sins are great, but that doesn't mean that I wish bad on him at all or all the time. I mean, there might be a moment or two I have a weakness. I am human. But there is a moment or two sometimes that I might have a weakness. And I'm like, damn it, you know. Like, what the hell? But, I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what I'm supposed to think about this. And I can't be mad. So I can't be mad. And I'm trying to think of things from her perspective versus just my feelings. Because I've had time to sort through my feelings about Roberto and, you know, him cheating and... I will in a minute. I'm trying to do my hair. No, I'm not already done with it. So, dealing with the cheating allegations and the scandals and just everything has been a lot. And dealing with all of these women and these kids coming out of the woodwork is just insane. And then the fact that I got caught a cheating whore, and then I find out he has a whole kid. I get called a cheating whore and told my pussy stinks by all of his bro club, his female hating on the down low bro club, and then I get told that my pussy stinks. Like, I'm not sitting here thinking that all y'all are on the down low, but nobody's got to know. And I was just like, wow, for a group of guys who are supposed to love pussy, you don't seem to love anything about it at all. You don't even seem to like pussy. And I'm like, but yet y'all are supposed to be a bunch of straight men. But we're sitting here listening to you. And you're supposed to be a bunch of straight men. I don't know. Something suspect. Alright, there I go. There's my Princess Leia look. My Indian princess look. Does that look good? My Indian princess look. I'm kind of dressing up as a white pearl. With a white pearl outfit for Christmas. Because I like white and I like pearls. You know, of course, because I don't do diamonds. So, pearls are a girl's best friends, not diamonds. And so, it's my Indian princess look. See? I'm my own little Pocahontas. Ha 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 ha. I like shaking them and washing them. Anyway, so this is my hair tutorial. And this is what the finished product looks like. I could have put another one up this way on this side. I might on Christmas Day and pin it back. But as of right now, I'm just going to leave it down and let it lay down. But thanks for spending your time getting ready with me for Christmas and doing group therapy. Let me know what y'all ladies think because I need some advice. I have no idea what to do. I have no idea. I just feel played, screwed, and abused. And I have no idea. Am I being too nice? Am I not being nice enough? Isn't he lying to me? Is he not lying to me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. I don't know, but I gotta find out. And I just got my damn eyebrows all over my shirt when I was doing my hair. Damn, Gina. Okay, I gotta go get ready. Go get my stuff ready. I'll see y'all guys later. Peace out.